Money and peace. What the Bible really says about our finances. The heart check. Have you ever noticed how money is one of the biggest sources of stress in our lives? Bills, debt, emergencies, retirement, providing for family. What many people don't realize is this: the Bible talks about money more than 2,000 times. Not because God wants to control our finances, but because our finances often control us. Today, we're going to look at Bible verses and scriptures about money, what they really mean, and how they apply to real life, to our daily decisions, our peace of mind, and our future. God cares about your daily needs. Therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat or drink, or about your body, what you will wear. Matthew 6:25. This verse isn't saying, ignore your finances. It's saying, don't live in fear. A parent working hard, doing overtime, still worrying if it's enough. A family budgeting carefully but anxious about rising costs. God acknowledges our needs, but He also invites us to trust, not panic. Faith is not the absence of planning. Faith is planning without fear. Stewardship, not ownership. Moreover, it is required of stewards that they be found faithful. 1 Corinthians chapter 4:2. The Bible teaches that we are stewards, not owners. Everything we have, income, skills, opportunities, is entrusted to us. Two people earn the same salary. One spends without direction. The other budgets, saves, gives, and prepares. Same income, different stewardship, different outcomes. Money itself is not the problem. How we manage it reflects our values. Debt and financial stress. The borrower is servant to the lender. Proverbs 22:7. This verse isn't about shame. It's about freedom. Debt can quietly steal peace. Sleepless nights, constant anxiety, feeling trapped, paycheck to paycheck, someone with a good income but drowning in credit cards. Outwardly okay, inwardly exhausted. The Bible doesn't condemn people in debt. It gently warns us where debt can lead if left unmanaged. Freedom is not about how much you earn, it's about how much control money has over you. The danger of loving money, for the love of money is a root of all kinds of evil. 1 Timothy 6:10. Notice, it does not say money is evil. It says the love of money is the danger. When money becomes our security, our identity, our source of worth, we end up chasing more and enjoying life less. Always upgrading, always comparing, never content. More income, but less peace. God wants money to be a tool, not a master. Wisdom, saving, and preparation. The plans of the diligent lead surely to abundance. Proverbs 21:5. Go to the ant. It stores its provisions in summer. Proverbs 6:6-8. The Bible actually encourages planning, saving, and preparation. Saving is not lack of faith. Planning is not lack of trust. An emergency happens, but instead of panic, there is preparation. Not perfection, but readiness. Biblical wisdom teaches balance. Trust God, plan wisely, act responsibly. Generosity and true riches. It is more blessed to give than to receive. Acts 20:35. Generosity changes how money feels. When we give, money loses its grip. Gratitude grows, purpose deepens. Helping a family member. Supporting a cause. Giving quietly, joyfully. The Bible shows us that true wealth is not just what we keep, but what flows through us. Closing. peace over pressure. And my God will meet all your needs according to the riches of his glory. Philippians 4:19. God's desire is not financial pressure. It's peace, not reckless spending, not constant fear, but wisdom, balance, generosity, and trust. If money has been a source of stress in your life, remember this: you are not behind, you are not alone, and it's never too late to align your finances with wisdom and faith. If this message spoke to you, take a moment to reflect, pray, and evaluate. How am I managing what's been entrusted to me? Is money serving me or controlling me? What small step can I take today toward peace? Thank you for spending this time with us. May God's wisdom guide your finances and peace guard your heart.